Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy today's content. And as always, it's free to subscribe. So hit that subscribe button, touch all, ring the notification bell, touch all, and then you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. If you are a subscriber, I would like to say a very special thank you to you. It's because of my subscribers that I'm here. You guys rock. And anyhow, don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share, because the more interaction I have on my channel, the more the YouTube algorithm circulates my videos. So we're going to get right into today's content. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to process sea moss. It's not something I had ever done. I've done it one time before this, and it turned out pretty good. So I figured, well, why not show my audience how to process sea moss, and so that you can process your own sea moss. Someone asked me to do this for them, so I figured, why not I give it a try. So anyhow, we're going to get into today's episode without further delay. Okay, I'm hearing online that there are some fake, quote unquote, sea moss products out there. This is the brand that I'm using today. Red's Kitchen Sink Wildcrafted Irish sea moss. Okay, so they say if your sea moss is not real, it won't swell like it should. And I'm starting with a ball large enough to fit in my hand, because this moss really expands once it's rehydrated. And you don't want to make too much, because you want to try to use your sea moss like within a month of processing. So anyhow, I'm gonna run a little hot water into my bowl here, and I don't know if you can see in my water that, you see how dirty that is? Can you see that? There's little particles of stuff in your sea moss that you want to get out of there, sand and whatnot. Because it is from the sea. Now, I'm going to let this moss sit in this hot water for a while and let it rehydrate, and then I'll be able to clean it a little better. I don't know if you guys can see some of the debris starting to float on top of the water. You see some of that debris? That's exactly why you kind of have to clean sea moss like you do greens, because you don't want that dirt and grit and other things floating around in your moss once you finish processing. You see how it's rehydrating already? Anyhow, let me leave it alone and let it rehydrate, and I'll be back. Hey, I am back. You see how much that sea moss expanded? Remember, it was just enough to fit in the palm of my hand. Look how it's expanded. So we're gonna dump this water out. We're gonna keep washing it, okay? That water had quite a bit of debris in it. I'm going to wash this again. Let this soak. Ooh, even the sink sounds gritty. I'm going to set this aside and let this soak again. And I probably change the water a few more times. I'm looking through the moss here, and I don't see any more debris mixed in there with it, but still, I'm going to wash this a few more times before I do the final overnight in the fridge. And so when I get to that portion where this is ready, look at there, there's more debris coming out. This is ready to be stored in the fridge overnight. I'll let you guys see that. Until then, I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. My sea moss has been cleansed. washed and cleansed thoroughly. As you can see, the water is clear, no more debris. No more debris in the water. So the next thing I'm going to do to this sea moss is I'm going to add fresh squeezed lime juice and pop this lime in here with it. Now, if you leave the rinds in too long, it can add a bitter taste, which I don't mind. I don't mind the flavor of the that bitter flavor. I've come to appreciate bitter. You know, when you eat bitter flavors like that, mix that juice around in there. What it actually does is it helps your palate to readjust, and then if you want to stop sugar cravings, and then sweet things become too sweet when you know your palate adjusts to liking bitter things. So anyway, I'm going to put this in the fridge overnight, and then I have a couple special ingredients I'm going to add tomorrow. Whew, I'm sorry if I sound like I'm stuttering, flubbering. I'm a little tired. But anyway, let's get this in the fridge, and then tomorrow when I finish processing it, you can see what my next 2 special ingredients are. I'll see you tomorrow.
The next day.
Hello, now I'm back, and my sea moss soaked overnight in the water. See what it looks like? Got all the yucky stuff out. So let me drain it and get it ready to blend, and I'll be right back. I'm back, and I have some of my sea moss in my NutriBullet here. You have to add it a little at a time that's the rest of it. As it, purees. Anyhow, I'm going to add a little fresh ginger. That's about a teaspoon. I just wondered how would ginger... Actually, someone asked me to add a little ginger, and this is about half teaspoon of turmeric. I'm going to add a little water so that it blends a little easier. And that probably was about 2.5 ounces of water, 2.5, 3 ounces of water. You see, just a little water in the bottom. And I'm going to be back. You know, my NutriBullet's loud. I'll be back when this is pureed. I just wanted to let you guys know that you have to add a little water as you go. I would say add your water 2 ounces at a time, because you don't want your sea moss gel to be too thin. I mean, yes, to be too thin, but at the same time, if you don't add enough water, it's not going to puree properly. So I added a little more water, and I'm going to puree a little more, and I'll be back. Okay, now I've got my gel, my golden ginger sea moss gel. It took a total of 10 ounces of water. Your machine will let you know if you don't have enough water. I'm going to date this. Typically, you have 1 month to take your sea moss gel after it's been processed, because it takes like 2 days to process it. I'm not sure how long this will last, because I used fresh ginger in there. The lime juice that's in it should help to preserve it. We'll see how long this lasts. And once again, thank you for stopping by my channel. I'm going to date the top, put a date on the top so I know when I made this. Once again, thank you for stopping by my channel. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.